All right, good. Are we good to go? Shooting? Yes? All right. Today we're talking about squatting, how to set up the squat. Very basic functional movement for any strength training program. I have the lovely Caitlin working with me to help demonstrate. Lady Beast 100% of the time. So the first thing we're gonna do, the way we like to set up the squat here at Raw Fitness, whenever somebody comes in to work with us for the first time, is we find their seated position. We like to use this box step here that we can change the levels on. And the first thing I'm gonna have Caitlin do is sit on the box facing the mirror. Now Caitlin just incorrectly set that up. Go ahead and stand back up. What we like to do here is point the corner of the box toward whatever direction they're gonna be facing. That way they can get their feet on the outside of the box, okay? Perfect. Now from this position here, I wanna make sure that her shoulders are over her hips, that her ankles have a good relationship with the knee. You don't want it too close to the box and you don't want it too far out. Somewhere probably about right here for her. Everybody's biomechanics are different. Hers are gonna be probably about right here to get the right setup for the squat. Go ahead and stand up. Sit back down. Okay. Now, right now, her hip crease is above the knee, so we want to try to get that hip crease below the knee. The way we're going to do that is by lowering this box. Go ahead and stand up. Probably take about 2 of those. Go ahead and come to a seated position. Still a little bit high, but better than we were. We're about at parallel right now. Now, depending on the client, we may stay here if they have some kind of knee issue or just something that bothers them in terms of getting lower in the squat. Sometimes we like to stay here with this position, again, depending on the client. Caitlin's been working with us for a little while now, so she's pretty comfortable getting past parallel on this squat. So we're gonna go ahead and stand up. Go ahead, sit back down. Perfect. Now her first instinct was to reach with her hips and keep her shoulders forward. I like to make sure that we have our shoulders stacked over our hips, okay? Go ahead and stand right back up. Good. Lower yourself back down onto the box, shifting your weight toward, to where the shoulders are over the hips. Now as you noticed, she just kind of plopped down there. That's kind of where she loses strength. She just had a pretty hardcore workout, so she's a little bit shot. Go ahead and stand back up. Good. We're gonna lower ourselves into position this time without plopping down, okay? So let's control it, control it, control it. Shift your weight back, shoulders over the hips. Perfect, and right back up. Good. Now breathe in on the way down. Breathe in. And out on the way up, full extension of the hips. Okay, go ahead and sit back down. Good. Now remember, the first thing you want to do, go ahead and put your arms down, is to make sure that the shoulder is lined up over the hip, okay? Whenever you're coming forward from the bottom of that position, you don't want to lean your chest too far forward. You want to try to keep it as upright as you can. Now whether you're loading it in the front with a dumbbell or with a barbell on your back, your chest position is key. You don't want to bring it too far forward. If you're loaded in the front, you might just lean forward a little bit too much. If you've got a dumbbell, not too much of a injury risk there. But if you're loaded on the back side and you lean too far forward, then you could strain your back, might fall forward. A lot of different things could happen with that position there, okay? So remember, the key is, let's go ahead and try it again. Keep your chest up high. You always start with your shoulders stacked over your hips and go to a standing position. Perfect, sit right back down. Good. So again, that's the easiest way to set up the squat. Find a box top or some kind of seat that's gonna get you at least breaking parallel with the hip. And then from there, you can practice that technique. You can load it with a dumbbell is what we prefer here. Until you get that technique down, you probably shouldn't be loading anything on your back. But again, everybody's different. That's all I have for the squat, so any questions, let me know.